exactly 1 year ago, we started out here in Amelia Island with the launch of 3 new M8 derivatives to start off 50 years of M, our anniversary year. But I'll come back to that later. It's been a very, very special year. Now, if you look at the BMW stand, you can see some cars behind me and next to me, and we'll talk about that right now. But I think Amelia Island, the Concours d'Elegance, is really the event to see some historically significant cars. And if you look at the other side of the stand, you can see a historically significant car. It's the 3-liter CSL Racing Coupe. And it started out racing, and from 1973 onwards, it really dominated the touring car racing scene. And actually, it also won its it had a class victory in 1973 in Le Mans during the 24-hour race, and that's just one proof point why that car really is something special. Now, later on in this weekend, we will also alternate that car with a 3-liter CSL Batmobile series production car, and that also is a very special car. And I think you know that it is not only iconic, but it also, let's say, influenced the design of cars for the decades that came afterwards. So it's really something special, and you can look forward to seeing that here on the stand from Sunday on, alternating with that car, depending on which car has to drive here in the concours. Now, coming to the here and now, because there are also some other cars next to me, but I just see one I almost did forget over there, because I'd say the history is a long story for BMW M, and it not only started with the 3-liter CSL. Those cars are here also to celebrate other anniversaries. As a matter of fact, we celebrate 3 anniversaries at the same time. Of course, 50 years of the win in Le Mans, and of course 50 years of the CSL Batmobile, but also 100 years of Le Mans. And a car that's not 100 years old, but I'd say older than 50 years, is the famous BMW 507 over there. And the Roadster has been launched at the International Auto Show in Frankfurt in 1955. And more or less at the same time, it became one of the most beautiful sports cars in history. So it's really something special, especially being here. And I think Tom will thank the donor of this car for this event later on. So that's something special again. But now to the here and now, and the cars behind me. Here and now, Spartanburg, as you might know, is not far away from here, and it's the home of our X models. And the year 2022 showed us how important sports activity vehicles and sports activity coupes are for all car manufacturers worldwide, but also here in the US. And that history, that very popular history and that success story is going to be continued from April this year on, because from April 2023 on, we will start producing the new generation of BMW X5 and X6 right behind me. And I'd say, I think it's time to unveil the cars so that you can see something and see what I'm talking about. So it's good that the wind went away, because we were afraid that those things were flying into the trees when we take them off. Now, I'll just say a few words about the cars. Next to me on this side is the X5 xDrive 50e plug-in hybrid, and it's a combination of our latest generation 6-cylinder inline combustion engine with our newest generation electric motor, and it has a power output of 489 horsepower, and it can drive up to 40 miles in pure electric mode, and for the European colleagues it can drive up to 110 kilometers in the WLTP cycle. Now, as you can see, there have been a lot of changes on the exterior, especially on the front and on the rear, and just to point out 2 changes on the front: the slimmer headlights and also the illuminated kidney grille are just 2 things that make this car look more modern and more presentable every day. Now, moving to the next one, on this side, our newest M performance vehicle, the BMW X6 M60i. And also here, design-wise, you can see the newly designed M Sport package here with a very strong geometrical design language, and also with black contrast, making this car also optically a lot stronger and faster. Now on the interior, we have a, let's say, even more modern, spacey interior, because we integrated the M curved display into all of our X5, X6 vehicles. So that's a new way also of having a digital cockpit, especially for the driver. And it's supported by our latest generation system, the new BMW operating system 8. Now, I think that's already the entry into the M world, and as I said, I'm going to talk about M later. I think this is now the time to talk about M, because we started here 1 year ago with the celebration year, 50 years of M. And last year has been a rocket year also for us regarding the number of vehicles we launched, because we had 8 new M vehicles, high performance vehicles, that we launched last year. Of course, the 3 M8 derivatives that we launched here exactly 1 year ago, but after that we had the M4 CSL, the M2, the M3 Touring, the XM, and last but not least we had a very special, a very exclusive homage car, the 3-liter CSL, to top it off as an homage to 50 years of M. In total we sold 177,257 vehicles, which is an absolute record year, and it is 8.4% above the previous record year, despite all the challenges we had in logistics and supply chain management. So we were quite happy with the year, and our main markets were Germany, the UK, and I must say this, Tom and Sean, of course, our single biggest market, the United States. It is the M market. So with that, I'd like to move on to the other car, which is next to me, which is the new X5 M, and I'd say we'll try to unveil this as well in the wind. Just in case you were wondering, it's Isle of Man green. Okay, so this is the new X5 M, and together with its sibling, the X6 M, it will be the new benchmark again regarding outstanding performance and driving dynamics in its segment. And the heart of this car is a new 4.4-liter V8, producing 625 horsepower, 750 Newton meters, and it's combined with a 48-volt hybrid system. As a matter of fact, all of these cars are fitted with a 48-volt mild hybrid system. Now, as you can see, we also had changes in the design here. We've got also here sharpened slim headlights, a new M kidney grille with the M typical horizontal bars, and also here the triangular air intakes, which give the car a very, very strong, dominant presence here. On the rear, we also did a lot of changes. We've got a new rear spoiler, we've got new rear lights with the X in it, 3-dimensional lights, really nice. We've got a new bumper and also a new diffuser, giving the car a very strong stand on the road, and also, of course, here on the fairway if necessary. On the inside, we also do have a curved display, in that case with a M-specific user interface. So it's all the M feeling you get around you, and also on the interior we have a lot of other M specific things like M seats, or with a lot of love to detail for those who like it, we've got carbon fiber shift pedals on the steering wheel as a standard on the X5M and X6M. Now I could go on talking about all these cars, and especially these ones, for hours, but I think it's getting darker already.
Here is the BMW X5 M facelift 2024. Isle of Man green, the same color from the BMW M3 and M4. Front end redesigned quite a bit, a lot more aggressive front fascia and front bumper. You can also see the interesting shape of the new headlights, slimmer a little bit than before. Go to the side. You can see also the redesigned taillights. Really interesting graphics, of course, and also a slightly different diffuser. Take a look inside, a lot of changes there. You can see the large curved display, iDrive 8. Illuminated grille, of course, on the headrest, and the beautiful, beautiful M Sport seats, perforated, really nice stitching, and of course a nice carbon fiber trim. So once again, this is the BMW X5 M facelift. So this is the BMW X6 facelift 2024. The car was unveiled just a few weeks ago, and now we have a chance to see it live in Amelia. Of course, we'll have a lot more videos coming out. This is a quick video to kind of show the car all around. So let me move quickly to see all the views. Side view, your typical X6. Nothing has changed. Beautiful red calipers, really nice two-tone wheels. Of course, in the back, you're getting new taillights. They look actually really good at nighttime. Another side view here. Let's take a look at the front as well. You can see the redesigned headlights. It's got those really nice triangle in there. And of course the redesigned M Sport package.